Well, my name is Nora Sveos. I'm a psychologist. I work at the University of Oslo, Department of Psychology. I'm head of the NGO Health and Human Rights Info. My background is both in clinical work and in human rights and advocacy work. Today we have a seminar, a two-day seminar based on the manual that we have developed. When I say we, it's a team of psychologists and health professionals who have been working together in a group for many years. Together we've developed a manual in order to provide some input and tools and ways of working and assisting women who have been exposed to sexual violence in conflict. So the group today is not only going to help directly, but they're also going to train others. Throughout the whole manual, we use a metaphor, and we've called the metaphor the butterfly woman. This is a way to symbolize a person or an individual who has been in severe danger. She has experienced that her life has been changed very severely from one day to another through the violence that she's been exposed to. But there are also some hope and some ways of moving ahead. And by using the metaphor butterfly woman, we try to illustrate this movement from deep distress to some forms of hope, getting back your resources, and using this to illustrate a process. Oftentimes people are very reluctant, and that is to be supported, that they don't want to speak, but they may want to talk about their reactions, and this can be done in this way through using a metaphor. The idea is to give something practical, easily accessible to those who are working in the field. I think that the strength of the manual is, first of all, that it's a human rights perspective. It's based on the human rights principles and values and refer to standards. We are, of course, clearly gender oriented because we're looking into one specific form of trauma. That does not mean that some of the information on trauma is not available or is not usable also in other forms of traumatic events or contexts where violations occur. I'm thinking especially about human rights defenders may be exposed to reprisals of different sorts, and many of them may be survivors of severe human rights violations themselves as well. So we hope that they can read the manual both to understand some of the psychological dynamics in trauma, both to understand own reactions, but also to provide some input to others. And we launched the manual for the first time in Norway practically 3 years ago. It was also presented in Geneva, and we are now very happy to announce that it has been published in Arabic, and the Russian version is coming very, very soon, and we're also finalizing a Spanish version.